This is the second part of a two-part video. In this video we are going to be doing a proper test. We're going to see how good the actual brushes are, and this is for pet hairs. So if you have a dog or a cat and you want to remove pet hairs, you might want to consider using this. And then I will do another test using the normal sort of Hoover brush or vacuum brush for just general use. We're going to see how good or how bad this is, and how long, or roughly how long, this lasts before it needs recharging. So with that, let's do a bit of vacuuming, shall we? So I have put some mess actually on my computer because I want to see if this can actually remove it, and it should do. We're going to try it in 2 speeds. We're going to try it in normal speed, and then we're going to try it in turbo speed. And sorry about the noise. Here we go. That's pretty good. Obviously it's not getting there, well, not obviously, but it's not getting up there because this is a flat head, so you need a different brush, which we do have somewhere. Where, I'll go and get it. So this is for getting into the awkward bits. Well, that done a really good job, in my opinion, worked perfectly. Right, let's try it on turbo mode, because we didn't try turbo mode. I'm just using talcum powder just for this little test. Oh, it's a bit too much. Turbo mode needed. Didn't mean to put that much down. My wife's going to kill me. Right, turbo mode. Job done. Yeah, that works perfectly. Quite happy with that. This is a little bit strange because I've never used one of these before. Actually, come to think about it, I don't think I've ever used a vacuum cleaner, but don't tell the wife. So that's the first test done. Second test is we're going to do the floor. So I'm going to change the angle to the camera, so it's looking down at the ground and not at me, and see how good it is. Give me a second. Right, ready? We're going to do it on normal mode again and then try it on turbo. Let me move the chair out of the way. Go on, chair. Now this has grooves in it, so it might be a bit more trickier, but we will see. Normal mode. Right, as you can see, it has left some because they're down in little grooves. So we need turbo mode, I think. That was a bit more tricky, and the reason for that is because it needs to get into the grooves, and I was expecting it to have a little bit of trouble trying to get in there. But should you ever get stuck, you can always use this. I am going to do one more test, which is I'm going to mess up my mouse mat, this big one here, and it needs cleaning anyway, and then I'm going to give it a clean up. I'm going to have a go with this, have a go with this, and I might even have a go with that without the extension, you know, just to shorten it down a bit. Take that off. It's really easy to disassemble and assemble, by the way, and use it like that. Yeah? There is a bit of weight there, so some people might find it a little bit heavy. I find it okay for me, but you know, some people might think, oh, it's a bit heavy. And the other thing to bear in mind while I'm doing this, in case you need to know, is that when it's fully assembled, like so, it doesn't stand up. You can't leave it standing up because it will just fall over. Yeah? So something to bear in mind. If you want to put it down for a minute, you've got to lean it on something or just lay it on the floor. Right, let's do my mouse mat. I know it's a bit of a mess up there, but you know, we're working on projects here. As you can see, my mouse mat is a bit dirty anyway, but we're going to make it a bit more dirtier by putting some talcum powder on it. I know I should use something like shake and vac, but this should work just as well, picking up the dirt, hopefully anyway. So a little tiny one, the little pet remover, let's try that. Normal speed. Turbo mode. Yeah, it works fine. That will come off, don't worry about that. I'm going to wash that off later anyway, but I wanted to try it with just the dust. Next, we're going to try the little brush, see what a difference that might make. Normal mode. Oh yeah, that is making a difference. See that? And that's just normal mode. Turbo mode. Oh. I know I shouldn't be using this anyway on this, but we're experimenting. Want to see how good it is. Don't click every trip. Actually, it works pretty well. Oh my god. Turbo mode. Oh. Right, it was actually better than I thought it would be. I wasn't expecting it to make it this clean, but look at it, it's lovely. There is a little bit of fluff on there, but that could have been just a minute ago. Yeah, very impressed with it so far. It does everything they claim it can do. Wasn't expecting it to be fantastic, and yeah, surprised me. It doesn't stand up like some vacuum cleaners. You can actually stand them up and they will just sit there in the air. But it does come with an extra filter. So you can swap over the filters while one's being cleaned and dried out. Make sure it's fully dry before you actually use it, as you will get other problems. And make sure you change it on a regular basis as well. And also make sure you empty the actual unit itself. That holds up to 1 litre of dust, and again, no issue with how to clean it out and how easy it is to clean. Very easy to put together and take apart, as you've seen already in my videos. Yeah, very easy, no issues with that, and it's a good price. Link in the video description in case you want to go and check it out. It's not expensive. I think it's about 180, something like that, which for a cordless vacuum cleaner is very good. And also you can mount it to a wall as well, or the actual power unit you can mount to the wall. So you just get hold of this, plonk it in, job done. Yeah, definitely gets my thumbs up. I like the colour, like I said in my other video. I like the red and the grey effect. It looks quite nice, very nice. Oh, some dust in there, I better clean it out later. Yeah, definitely gets my thumbs up for what it costs, and it's as good as some of the more expensive vacuum cleaners. And it comes with 5 different tools. I think it's 5. You've got this brush, you've got, or 5 different connections, 5 different options, I should say. You've got the arm, then you've got this unit, and you can have this unit just on this if you wanted it to, like we've got now, or an extension. You can swap over to the pet one or pet remover one. Yeah, and even the little one. This has 2 options. You can either use it with the brush, or you can use it without the brush. I did, when I first used this on my previous video, the unboxing, it was a bit stiff, but it seems to loosened up a bit now, so it's a lot easier to move about, which is what you want. So with that, let me know in the comments what you think. Definitely gives my thumbs up for, like I said, for what it costs. It looks good and it does the job perfectly, and it lasts. I made it last about, I think it's about just under 50 minutes, and I was messing about with putting the boost on sometimes and turning the boost off. Not that much, but I did use the boost a few times. That does drastically reduce the amount of running time, and like I said, all you got to do, if you've got it all set up perfectly, just put it back on charge for 4 to 5 hours, and it would be from 30 to 0 fully charged. Don't let it get to 0 though, right? It doesn't do the battery any good. So with that, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down, and please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.